The Dons jumped out to a 12-0 lead against Fullerton and never looked back. USF led by as many as 27 in the second half. Jimbo Lowell's block starts the fast break. Ferrari to Bouye to Nate Renfro for the jam. How do you like it? The Dons win 68-54. They are 10-1. That is their best start since 1999. Ferrari led the Dons with 16 points, and the Burlingame native has everybody at the Hilltop revved up of their strong start to the season. It'll cost you at least $250,000 to drive a Ferrari off the lot here in Mill Valley. But these days, the Bay Area is home to a different model, and he's just as valuable.
It's already 12 points off of Cal turnovers.
Make it 14.
How do you like Ferrari, though? Peripheral vision.
USF senior Frankie Ferrari, a name few forget.
I've gotten, what are you, a comic book writer, or are you an actor, or, certain things like that. People think it's fake, I made it up.
It's a name that begs one question. What's in his driveway?
Honda Civic. But in due time, I think, hopefully, if my bank account goes up, I'll get a Ferrari.
The Burlingame native grew up in a basketball family and is one of 4 Ferrari brothers. The oldest, Ralphie, is now USF's video coordinator, all grown up and still on the same floor they used to play on as little guys.
I've always called this place home. We were season ticket holders back in the day when Drew Schiller and Jesse Evans were playing, and I used to do the halftime shows.
Every time we'd come, we'd try and sign up for the halftime thing. I think they got sick of us after a while because we were doing it every other time.
It was Frankie who ended up with the talent to play in college despite his lack of size.
I always knew I was going to be smaller growing up. I always played up levels, and I knew I was small, but you had to find certain ways to impact the game, and as we see now, I'm doing that. So I guess height doesn't matter. It's all about the heart.
When he was in 4th grade, he had like 63 points in a game. It was like an all-time record down at Our Lady of Angels. So at that point, I was like, wow, this guy he can ball.
He was recruited by former USF coach Rex Walters, but when Ferrari realized he didn't quite fit into Walters' blueprint, he transferred to Kenyatta College and took a year off.
From an individual standpoint, it helped me. I put on a lot of strength. I added things to my game. I would work out 2 to 3 times a day.
It probably raised a lot of red flags for people, like, why isn't he playing? He's got 3 years left, and it's like, what happened the first time at USF?
There were no red flags for Kyle Smith, who once admired Ferrari from afar when he coached at Columbia. And when Smith got the job at USF, he knew where he could find his point guard.
It's great enough to have Frankie Ferrari in San Francisco with the Italian American culture. Can you imagine Manhattan?
Yeah, right.
Frankie Ferrari running a point. Yeah. That was I can't lie and say that wasn't a great marketing play.
Yeah.
Frankie Ferrari being your point guard. So I'm still waiting for, Ferrari Motors or Marin to call me and say, hey, we should be hanging banners up here.
Yeah. But the Dons would rather hang championship banners, and they think they've got the octane to do it, thanks in part to their point guard, who came home again.
This program needed someone that really wanted to be here. This guy would be really proud to be a part of our program, and he's lived up to that, and then some.
Hot ticket in town at the Hilltop.